I'm attempting to build the best ever Real Madrid team. And trust me, this squad is going to be insane because we are talking about the most successful club in the history of football. But we're not making it easy because I'll have a few rules that'll make building this squad really challenging. Like, we need to have 2 Ballon d'Or winners in our team. Also, 3 players that have won the Champions League thrice in their career for Madrid. We're also going to need to have 2 Galactico-era players, and not to the early 2000s. We'll also need to have 2 players under the age of 23. So yeah, we can't just depend upon past legends while building our squad. The future of Real Madrid are also going to have to shine. And finally, we need to pick 2 Brazilians as well. Of course, Madrid have an incredible history of great Brazilians leading them, so hopefully we won't find it too difficult picking a couple. Let's now start building this all-time Real Madrid 11 with the goalkeeper position. Now, we've actually got a couple of options here. We could go with Real Madrid's current number 1, Thibaut Courtois, probably the best goalkeeper in the world as well right now. But he doesn't really help us with any of the challenges. Wait, hold on. He could be a 3-time Champions League winner, but nope, he's actually won it only twice with Real Madrid. He could have had 3 Champions Leagues if he would have won it back in 2014, but back then he was with Atletico Madrid, and it was Real Madrid who beat him in that final. So yeah, I don't think we're going with Courtois. The other option, though, makes a lot of sense because it's Iker Casillas, the greatest goalkeeper in Real Madrid's history. And come on, we're building an all-time Real Madrid team. Casillas has to be in there. And guess what? He does have 3 Champions Leagues to his name, helps us a bit with the challenges, and so we are putting him in goal. We're moving on now to the left-back position, where there's a player who's won 5 Champions Leagues, is Brazilian as well, and probably is one of the greatest players in Real Madrid's history. I'm talking about Marcelo. I would have honestly picked him instantly for the left-back spot, but he's not in the game. I mean, come on here. We need an icon Marcelo in the game ASAP. I mean, who remembers his crazy crosses, his speed across the flanks? Thankfully, though, there is another iconic Brazilian left-back in Real Madrid's history, one known for his explosive pace, thunderbolt shots, and ridiculous free kicks. I'm talking about Roberto Carlos. Fun fact, he too has won 3 Champions Leagues at Real Madrid. And let's go ahead and buy his Team of the Year icon card for 700k. And there you go, boys. What an addition to this team. I told you, man, we are going to build an iconic Real Madrid team. But I did have one question for you guys. Who do you think is a bigger legend at Real Madrid, Roberto Carlos or Marcelo? Honestly, I'm leaning towards Marcelo. Maybe that's recency bias, but I would love to know what you guys think in the comments. But picking Roberto Carlos has definitely helped us because he's also a Galactico, and that's more progress towards the challenges. Talking about our challenges, I think it's going to be really difficult to pick an under 23 player when we've got so many crazy Real Madrid icons to pick from. But we still need to pick a couple of them. And wait a minute, I'm pretty sure Jude Bellingham is like 21. And oh my days, he's got a 97 rated Team of the Year card. Let's buy him up for 2.3 million. I know that Bellingham probably hasn't earned a spot yet to be included among the Real Madrid greats, but if there's one under 23 player I think who can reach that level, it's probably him. And to be fair, with him being 97 rated, it's going to make the squad even more crazy. But let's now pick our centre backs. And unfortunately, the one player that I really wanted to be in this team is not in the game. Just like Marcelo, Sergio Ramos is not in the game. And it's such a shame because he is one of Real Madrid's most iconic players. Instead, we could go with one of Ramos's best centre-back partners, Rafael Varane. But he's only got an 87 rated card. And come on, guys, we're building the best ever Real Madrid team. 87 is just too low. I guess the best player is to go with the beast himself, Antonio Rudiger. He's got a 92 rated Team of the Year honorable mentions card. Now, he's only won 1 Champions League, and he's not a Galactico or anything, so he's not really going to help us with the challenges. But to be fair, I think Rudiger is one of Real Madrid's better signings in recent years. He, of course, won the Champions League with Chelsea, and then won it again with Real Madrid. What a boss. Now we're picking Rudiger's centre-back partner, and thankfully, this is a player that's going to really help us with the challenges. One of the only centre-backs to have won a Ballon d'Or, Fabio Cannavaro. I mean, to win a Ballon d'Or as a centre-back, just insane. Although he did that when he was playing for Italy at the World Cup, I don't think it's going to count towards being a Real Madrid Ballon d'Or winner. So yeah, yet again, no progress on the challenges. But hey, at least we've got an insane centre-back pairing. And don't you worry, guys. Our next player in the right-back spot, it's the player with the most Champions Leagues in the history of football, Dani Carvajal. And fun fact, he's one of the only players in this team who've come from Real Madrid's youth academy system. He's got a team of the year card, which I did back, by the way, so I'm really happy that we're putting him into the team. And with that, boys, we've completed our defense and also our first challenge of having 3 triple Champions League winners. Bro, we haven't even picked our attackers and already this team is looking insane. Let's now continue with our midfield. And this is where, guys, we've got some incredible options. There's Guti, who we can pick, the ultimate Real Madrid cult hero. There's also players like Cloud Makalele, a very underrated Real Madrid legend. If we want to go Brazil, we've also got Kaká. But truth be told, he didn't really have the best of times at Real Madrid. Although he's a Ballon d'Or winner and all, I don't think we should put him in. There's David Beckham as well. But again, similar to Kaká, Beckham didn't have the best of times at Madrid. His prime was at Manchester United. Saying that, maybe we should do a best ever Manchester United video. If you guys want to see that, subscribe to the channel. I think the perfect midfielder for a best ever Real Madrid team has just got to be Zinedine Zidane. I mean, this man has won a Ballon d'Or. He was the ultimate Galactico. And if all that wasn't enough, even as a manager, he won multiple Champions Leagues for Real Madrid. I would say that Zidane is Real Madrid's greatest ever midfielder. But then there's Luka Modric. Just like Dani Carvajal, he's also won 6 Champions League trophies. Also a Ballon d'Or winner while playing for Real Madrid. Zidane won his Ballon d'Or when he was back at Juve. But yeah, choosing between Modric and Zidane is just impossible. But if I had to pick, I would probably lean towards Zidane. But regardless, man, what a midfield that is. Also, in terms of the challenges with Zidane, we've got our second Galactico, but he's not going to count towards the Ballon d'Or challenge because he won it with Juve, as I said. Modric, though, is going to count. And now it's time for us to pick the attack. One of these players, though, is going to have to be an under-23 Madrid player. And let's get this one out of the way first. Now, we do have a couple of options. Arda Güler. But Güler's best card in the game is like an 87 rated inform. The better option would be Endrick, who's got a 93 rated Future Stars card. And bro, at the age of 18, he's already part of the Real Madrid first team. Often comes off the bench, scores goals. And there's something about him that when you watch him, you know he's going to be a big player in the future. Now, I don't know if he's going to achieve as much as the rest of the legends in this team, but for now we're gonna pick him as our under-23 player. And hey, since he's Brazilian too, we complete 2 challenges, and now all we need with our final couple of players is just 1 Real Madrid Ballon d'Or winner. We're now picking our striker, and I'm about to make a controversial decision. I'm not putting both Mbappe and Vini in this team. Don't get me wrong, they're the best players at Real Madrid today, but I don't think they've done enough to earn a spot among Real Madrid's greats. I mean, hey, if they were under 23, I probably would have put them into the squad. It would make sense. But since they're both 24, I'm going to go with the player that was Madridismo personified. He is Real Madrid's 3rd all-time top scorer. We're going with Raul. I'm not going to lie, it was difficult choosing between him, R9 Ronaldo, and Benzema. Benzema, unfortunately, didn't really have a high-rated card in game. Although R9 would have been insane, I feel like Raul is more remembered and iconic in Madrid's history. And to be fair, with this 94 rated card with 3 playstyle pluses, I don't think we're making a wrong choice. That does mean our final player needs to be a Ballon d'Or winner to complete all our challenges. And I think you all know who this is going to be. Real Madrid's all-time top scorer, Mr. Champions League himself, Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, come on, we can't build an all-time Real Madrid team without their greatest player ever. We're buying his team of the year card. And with that, we've completed our best ever Real Madrid team. 93 rated squad. There's a bit of the past, present, as well as the future in this side. Now, I am putting 3 honorable mentions on the bench. First one being Gareth Bale. I know he did prefer golf over his time at Madrid, but you can't deny the amount of iconic goals he scored for them. There's also Butragueño, who was Madrid's star player during the 80s. And of course, Ferenc Puskás, who used to score goals for fun at Madrid. And with that, guys, it's time to take this Real Madrid team into a game of FC 25, where for every goal I lose by, there will be 1 random discard. And are you seeing the quality in this team? If I gotta discard anyone here, I'm gonna be in tears. Let's see what team this guy's got. And bro is using gold cards in April. Either he's like a pro player or we're gonna absolutely cook him. Okay, he might be a pro player because he hasn't even let me get the ball so far. And oh my days, we almost conceded. Nah, man, if I lose a game with Real Madrid's all-time team, I should just quit playing FIFA. Let's get the ball to Ronaldo. You know he's gonna cook. Cristiano Ronaldo. Brilliantly done. Ronaldo! He does what he does for Real Madrid as usual. Raul linking up with Ronaldo. Oh, the stuff that Madrid fans love, but we couldn't score. Although we get the ball back to Raul. Still Raul. Oh, that was class. Nah, man, this guy is rage quit already. He couldn't handle the GOAT Real Madrid team. If you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you'll enjoy this one as well. Click here.